They say love is blind, so why are we so blind to the fact that love is love? We see a man and a woman get married, and it must be love. Together they can make life, something a man and a man or a woman and a woman cannot do. But love is not the ability to reproduce. Love is much more than that. We see a man and a man get married, and we wonder what our world has turned into. How could a man possibly love another man? That's not the way love is supposed to be. But love is not supposed to be anything. Love simply is what love is. Love is not the attraction between a man and a woman. Love comes from the heart, not from the body. Love is not something you can just choose for yourself. Love comes to you. Love is a beautiful thing. We need to appreciate it as it is. Between a man and a woman and a woman. Love is love.
Hello. First off, I want to tell you guys that the poem was actually by a Yahoo user that I found on discrimination against homosexuals. Today, I want to discuss to you about the negative and the positive effect that society views have on homosexuals and how they are affected mentally and physically. Homosexuals, according to the Web Free Dictionary, is the attraction between two people of the same sex. Today, I'm here to talk to you about how society views homosexuals. And we all know that society in today's world is not so fond of them. One example is the taking away of the rights of being married. Now, our Bill of Rights, as I'm concerned, give us the right to marry. They did not say specifically, but they give us a right to marry. Yes, the Domo Bill has passed, but it has not passed in every state. Before the Domo Bill, homosexual people who were married could not get any part of share if anything was to happen to their spouse. Now that the Domo Bill is in effect, they have the equal rights that heterosexual couples, married couples have, which is great. However, there are still some negative effects towards homosexuals. Everyone knows that since the beginning of time, there has been homosexuality since Greek time or even before that, but we don't know exactly how it has come about. It's unfortunate that a lot of homosexuals take the negativity of society's views, and they kind of either take it out on themselves as far as committing suicide, or people take it out on them as far as being bullied, a a hatred crime, or sexual assault, anything of that sort. And I am telling you today that because of those negative thoughts, homosexuals are being open more, which is a positive thing. But at the same time, you will never have that complete thought of acceptance in society. Only your own personal views. I want to also add on as far as the different types of meanings that countries give to homosexuals. Um, a country in Mid Eastern is giving the term homosexual into a ritual. And in chapter 6, in Sexuality and Society, we studied that in this country, it's a ritual that boys perform oral sex to older men. And because of that, they believe that the semen will make them stronger, more masculine, I'm sorry. And reading that, it kind of made me realize, why is society so focused on the homosexuals in America and the widespread and such forth, when there are countries out here who give homosexual a different meaning, which in our society, that clearly isn't right for a little boy to give oral sex to a man, no matter if it's ritual or not. I also want to pinpoint the fact that homosexuals are more proud of who they are. However, there are still some that are afraid to tell their parents or tell their family or friends because they won't feel like there is an acceptance. And I got a better understanding because I interviewed someone, a coworker of mine, who's been married to her wife for 4+ years. And being married to her, she gave me a thought of where she grew up from, as far as how did she realize she was gay or when. And she told me between 3 or 4 years old. And because, and I asked her why so early, and she told me because she didn't grow out of her tomboyish ways. And seeing that, she knew she was gay. And when asking her how did society or how did friends accept that, and of course she said her friends kind of knew right off the bat. But it's unfortunate that concerning her family doesn't know except her sister. And I asked her, well, how is it that you've kept this secret for so long from your family, especially your parents? And she would tell me, well, it's kind of like that situation, don't ask, don't tell. So seeing that, I asked her, what will be the reaction of your parents if you were to, come out and just tell them I'm gay? And she simply told me it would not be an acceptance. And my first thought was due to religion. And when asking her, my thought was correct. A lot of the a lot of the views that society has on homosexuals has to do with religion. And though it is true of what's in the Bible, not to be religious, but they're only looking at the Old Testament and not the New Testament. There are many people out here who have done wrong, and in the end, God will forgive them. Same thing with homosexuals. In the end, God will forgive them. But according to society, He won't. But moving back to society, even then, it's not our place to judge anyone and to make them feel bad, especially if there is no acceptance and they feel alone. And so I'm asking that everyone just please take the time out to just think about all the things that you've done, and just apply it to how homosexuals feel. They feel degraded by this society's views. And when the lady in the poem say love is blind, why do we say love is blind, but yet we see a man and a man or a woman and a woman get married? We think different. It's true. Love comes in all forms, shapes, sizes, race, color, or sex. And it doesn't matter if you're a man and a man, a woman or a man, or a woman and a woman getting married. You still have the love that you guys have created. Thank you.